Hey drummers, how's it going? It's Alex once again, bringing you some more fun-free drumming ideas. And for this week's lesson, we've got one of my favourite grooves from my favourite songs, one of my favourite bands. That band is Deftones, the song is Passenger. The drum on the track is Abe Cunningham, again, one of my favourites, and it goes a little bit like this. So if you like what you saw in the intro, you want to give it a crack, stick around, and I'll break it down. Here we go. Alright, so what I thought we'd do, because there's a lot of variation within the actual song itself, I put together this nice little 4-bar sequence which will pretty much cover most of the little parts that he's playing in that opening drum beat. So what we've got is we've got single stroke 16th notes up on the hi-hat. We're playing the bass drum on beat 1, the up beat 1, the snare drum on beat 3, and then occasionally, or more often than not, we're going to put an extra bass drum on the up beat 4 as well. So if we take a little look at this drum beat here, when you get this. So if we turn this into a 4-bar loop, what I thought we'd do is play this first pattern I'm going to show you on bars 1 and 3, and then on bars 2 and 4, we'll just put sort of little responses to this initial pattern. So what we've got is we've got that basic boom, boom, snare, boom, 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 snare, and we're going to have some little accents on the hi-hat popping out on the and a beat 3, the and a beat 2 just before we hit the snare drum, the and a beat 3 after we hit the snare drum, again with the right hand, and then we're going to play on the 4 and the E, so it's going to be a right left up on the hi-hat. So you get this. So let's try and slow that down. We've got 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. And then chucking that little bass from the upbeat 4 every now and again. So what I'll do is if I just sort of take this particular groove, like I said, it's going to be in bars 1 and 3, I'll play that at a couple of different speeds, and then we'll just look at some little responses to this initial groove. So here we go. Bit quicker. Alright, so once you've got that sorted, you've got most of the groove done. That's the hard part, I'd say, getting those accents up on the hi-hat. And if you listen to the track, that's kind of like the main theme of the groove. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at bars 2 and 4, and these are just, like I said, responses to that particular feel. So what we're going to do, for bar 2, we're just going to simply lift the hi-hat on beat 4. We're not going to play much in the way of accents on the hi-hat, maybe just the one on the and of beat 2 before we hit that snare. So we get this. I'll tell you, if I play bar 1 into bar 2, you'll sort of hear what we're going for. Alright, so if we play this a tiny bit slower, we've got the accent on the and a beat 2 before the snare drum, and then when I get to beat 4 where I'm going to open the hi-hat, I'm also going to accent my right hand as well. So we get this. And when it comes to playing 4 E and-a, I'm playing those really, really quietly, so they're not getting in the way of the tss. You can kind of hear them just sort of pittering in the background, but just not enough to get in the way. And again, I'm not closing that hi-hat till I get to beat 1 on the next measure. So, okay, if we just take that, if I just pop up there again, we'll look at measures 1 and 2 back to back. Here we go. Let's speed that up. Okay, sweet, so we're 3/4 of the way there. If we now look at measure 4, all we're going to do for this one, again, it's just going to be the accent on the and of beat 2, we're going to hit the snare drum on beat 3, and then we're going to bring the left hand down to hit the snare drum on the E of beat 4. So again, if I play that like this in bars 3 and 4, you'll sort of hear what we're going for, then I'll slow it down a bit. So we've got this. Alright, so we now slow that down. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a etc. So I think the best thing to do is probably just play it all together. So bars 1, 2, 3 and 4. It's a nice continuous sequence. I'll play that a couple of different speeds. We'll pop up there so we can see it from above, and then I'll come and say goodbye. So here we go. Okay guys, so there it is. I hope you enjoyed that lesson. If you're not familiar with this particular track, go and check out Deftones. In fact, check out the entire album because White Pony's got some cracking drumming on it and some it's a pretty spectacular album all round. If you want the sheet music for this particular lesson, you can go and download that from onlinedrummer.com. While you're over there, go and check out some of my ebooks and my quick start guide to drums if you're new to playing. Also, if you want to be an absolute star and help support my channel, there's a link to my Patreon page down below, and also down there you'll find links to Facebook and Twitter if you just want to come and say hello. So until next time, take care drummers, and I'll see you next Thursday for some more fun-free drumming ideas. Alright, see you later.